Hey everyone, I'm Abby, and welcome back to One Code Camp channel. We've pretty much covered a lot of things throughout our MongoDB series. I'm sure there's still a lot that we haven't tackled yet, but these are the fundamentals that can get you started. With those, you have learned the things that we needed to learn in order to utilize them and develop our skills to write efficient queries and perform complex data analysis. This video will somehow be a review for those who have been following our MongoDB series, or an overview for those who are still getting some ideas on how to get started with MongoDB. We will also tackle one more thing in this video, which is the lookup operator. First, we will tackle on the things that we need to learn to develop the skills to write efficient queries and perform complex data analysis. First one is we need to learn the MongoDB query language. These are the basics of querying in MongoDB. We have the comparison query operators, logical query operators, and others like LMatch and slice. Next is indexing. In creating indexes, we can utilize it to improve query performance. Indexes help speed up the retrieval of data from a certain collection. As a review, or as an introduction, to create an index, we can type in db.collection.createIndex. The next one is to know the aggregation framework. Being familiar and knowing how to use MongoDB's aggregation pipeline allows us to process and transform data in various stages, making it powerful for complex data analysis tasks. Then, we can design our collections in a way that aligns with our query patterns to help improve the efficiency of our queries. We have model one-to-one relationships or one-to-many. And this can be with embedded documents or referencing. The next one, of course, it is very important, along with our terminal, to use tools like MongoDB Compass and other GUI-based tools that provide a visual interface for querying and exploring data. Then, we have recently tackled how to monitor, analyze, and optimize performance, mainly by using the explain method, both in MongoDB Shell and in MongoDB Compass. Lastly, it is also good to know advanced querying techniques. We have learned about unwind, but lookup is also a very important one. So let's see how lookup works. If you still remember, back in our MongoDB relationships, we have created two collections and related them to each other using references. And for us to query the data from each collection, we needed to do it one by one per collection. Here, we will query the data from the related collections that we have created that are related to each other. Let's use our online shop database. And let's first use the find method to take a look at our customers' collection. Now, it returned us two documents, and in each, we have the orders field, which contains an array of numbers or a single number. And this number or numbers is the ID of the orders. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each of them, here is where we will see the product ID of those orders. So what's happening is in each customer's collection, we are referencing the orders collection. And if we look at the orders collection, we will then see what products we need for each order. That sounds like a lot of work, especially when we are working on big data already. Let's look at an easier way to see those things all at once at a single glance. And we will do that by using the lookup operator. Lookup operator allows us to fetch data from two related documents merged into one resulting document. Let's see that in action. First, we want to query the customer's collection. And instead of find, we will again use aggregate. We have talked about aggregation in our previous lesson, so if you are not yet familiar with it, make sure to check that out first. Okay, this aggregate method, we need to use the lookup operator. And as with operators, it needs $sign in front of it. And then inside, we need to assign a document. So that's a pair of curly braces, which will then have 4 fields. Let's do that one by one. The first field is from. Here is where we will assign the name of the collection, which we want to merge with the customer's collection. So in our current example, the collection that we want to merge with our customer's collection is the orders collection. Let's put that inside a pair of double quotation marks. The second field is called local field. And here, we need to assign the field name, which is storing the reference. And in our customer's collection, the orders field is the one storing a reference, so that is what we will specify. Again, in double quotation marks. The third field is where we need to specify the field name in the reference document. We can see here in the orders field, we have this array of numbers, right? And again, if we take a look in the orders collection, the field that is storing these numbers is the underscore ID field. So that will be called the foreign field, which we will specify as underscore ID. The fourth and final one is kind of like the nickname, which is called S. And this will be the name of the field, which will be used to display the result. You can call this anything you like. We can name it order or orders or order IDs, anything really. And if we hit on enter, everything that we have specified is in here. Along with our customers' data, we can also already see the product IDs of each order that they have. Now, we don't have to query it one by one and counter-check it. And using lookup operator with the aggregate method, we can merge two related documents into a single one so that we can see the document with that reference ID in the related collection. With that, those are the fundamentals of MongoDB Shell and MongoDB Compass. And we have a few more things to tackle before we wrap up our MongoDB tutorial, so we'll see you again in the next ones.